The life of the chosen has never been simple. Since the dawn of time, those marked by a special purpose have faced unimaginable trials, not because they are weak, but because the universe recognizes their strength. You, who are here, did not arrive by chance. This message has found you because even if you try to ignore it, something within you screams that you are different. You endured storms, attacks, and betrayals that would have brought anyone else down but not you. Your resilience is not only admired by those around you, but is also observed from above. Every tear, every injustice you suffered did not go unnoticed. A divine force has witnessed your struggle, and that same power is now working in your favor. Take a moment to reflect. How many times have you felt that the world was conspiring against you? How often have you been made to feel small, insignificant, as if you had no right to dream? Those moments of suffering were not in vain. They were lessons. The fire meant to purify and prepare you for what is to come. Do not let anyone convince you otherwise. You are special, you are the chosen, and the trials you faced have ignited a flame that cannot be extinguished. But there is something you must know. The attacks you suffered were not only against you. Every injustice you endured, every mockery you faced, did not just wound your heart. It enraged God himself. Yes, because when someone dares to harm one of his chosen, they unleash a fire they cannot control. This is why things are changing now. Those who tortured you, who tried to humiliate and break your spirit, are about to face the consequences of their actions. Not because you demand it, but because the universal laws cannot be broken. What they did to you, they did to a greater force, and now that force is taking your side. Before proceeding, I invite you to join this community of the chosen. This space is not for everyone. Here, there is no room for unbelievers or those swayed by the noise of the world. This is a place for those who know they were born with a greater purpose, for those who recognize that coincidences do not exist, only destinies precisely crafted by divine will. Subscribe now and turn on notifications, because every word shared here has the power to transform your life. And if this message has already resonated deeply within your being, show your support by liking this video. These actions are not just simple gestures, they are steps toward manifesting a future where your greatness cannot be ignored. Do you feel your heart beating faster? That's because this message is touching truths you can no longer ignore. What you have experienced was not by chance. Those who hurt you did not act accidentally. It was a desperate attempt to extinguish the light you carry within you, a light that disturbed them because they knew they could never match it. But you know what? They failed. And in failing, they unleashed a fire they can no longer control. This is the moment when everything changes. This is the moment when the universe begins to place every piece in its rightful position. And you, dear chosen one, are at the center of this movement. Prepare yourself, because what is coming is not small. God is working in your favor, and this message is just the beginning. Subscribe, because there is more you need to know. Together, we will discover the power that has been latent within you all this time. This is the beginning of a revolution in your life, a revolution that will transform everything. No one, absolutely no one, will be able to stop the truth you are about to uncover. This truth has the power to change everything. No matter how much they try to hide it, destiny always finds a way to bring it to light. You are the chosen, and that title is not just an ornament or a superficial compliment. It is a declaration of your purpose, of what is reserved for you. But make no mistake, being chosen does not mean having an easy path. On the contrary, it means your life will be watched, tested, and challenged, because only the strongest, the most prepared, can bear the weight of such a grand mission. The trials you have faced were not coincidences. The times you felt betrayed, isolated, misunderstood were not accidents. All of it had a purpose: to shape you, to strengthen you, to prepare you for what lies ahead. And although you may not see it now, every blow you took, every tear you shed, contributed to forging the extraordinary being you are today. When they underestimated you, when they tried to stop you, they were only strengthening your foundation. Just as gold is purified in fire, you went through the flames and came out brighter, stronger, more determined. Those who tried to destroy you did not know who they were dealing with. They did not understand that by touching you, they were touching something much greater. There is an unbreakable principle in the universe. What you do to others, you also do to yourself. And when someone decides to attack a chosen one, they do not only face the consequences of their actions, they face a higher power that watches over you, attentive to your every step. That feeling you had of something greater protecting you, it was real. Every time you fell and felt like you couldn't go on, there was a divine force lifting you up, sustaining you, even when everything seemed lost. But here is the key point. Those people who tried to harm you, those situations that seemed designed to destroy you, only achieved one thing: awakening something within you that was dormant. A fire, a determination, a power that neither they nor anyone else can control. And it is precisely this power that is now beginning to manifest. What once seemed impossible, what once seemed out of reach, is about to enter your life in ways you never imagined. But for this to happen, you need to be ready. You must accept that everything you've lived through was not in vain, that every moment of pain was a lesson, a tool you can now use to move forward. It is crucial that you understand this. The universe has perfect balance. What you sow, you reap. And what others have sown against you, they are now beginning to reap, not because you wish them harm, but because divine laws cannot be broken. The tears you shed did not fall into the void. They were collected, valued, and are now being transformed into blessings. And these blessings are about to fill your life in ways you cannot yet imagine. But this is not just for you. This process has a greater purpose. You're an example, an inspiration, living proof that light always triumphs over darkness. The wrath of God, that uncontrollable fire we mentioned, is not vengeance. It is justice, the restoration of balance. When someone tries to extinguish the light of a chosen one, that light does not go out, it intensifies. And this intensification not only illuminates your path, but also exposes the shadows of those who tried to harm you. Now, they are being forced to face the truth and deal with the consequences of their actions. While they navigate the chaos they themselves unleashed, you are being elevated, carried to a place where your light will shine brighter than ever. But I want you to reflect for a moment. Why do you think you suffered so much? Why do you believe you were the one to face these trials? It wasn't because you were weak or not good enough. It was because you are strong. It was because your purpose is so great that the forces of the universe couldn't allow you to remain in mediocrity. They were preparing you for something extraordinary, something few can comprehend. And now that you are awakening to this truth, you must embrace it with all your being. No more doubts, no more fear. This is your moment. The people around you won't always understand your greatness. Some may even try to minimize it, to make you feel like you don't deserve what is coming into your life. But they don't know what you know. They haven't been through what you've been through. They don't carry within them the fire that you carry. And that's okay, because this path is not for everyone. It is only for those willing to accept their destiny, for those brave enough to walk in their purpose, even when the world turns its back. You're one of these, And that's why you're here. That's why you're hearing this message. The fire burning within you cannot be extinguished. It is an eternal flame, a constant reminder of who you are and what you were destined to do. Seize this moment. Don't let it pass. This is the turning point, the moment when everything changes, and you, the chosen one, are at the center of this transformation. There is a powerful truth you need to internalize. What others tried to use to destroy you will become the foundation of your victory. Those who tried to break your spirit didn't understand that they were only shaping a warrior. Every time they spoke ill of you, rejected you, or tried to plant doubts in your mind, they were unknowingly contributing to your transformation. For the chosen ones are not defined by the opinions of others, but by their ability to overcome even the most impossible obstacles. And you have done just that. You endured what would have broken many others, and yet you are still here. That is no coincidence, it is destiny. The fire we speak of, this force now ignited, is not something external. It is within you. It has been there from the beginning, waiting for the exact moment to reveal itself. And that moment is now. But this fire is not just a symbol of your strength. It is a call, a sign that you are being guided towards something greater, something that even those who tried to stop you cannot hinder. When the universe decides it's your time, no earthly force can stand in the way. It's as if all the doors that were once closed now open one by one, in perfect harmony. This, however, is not an easy path. This fire comes with a responsibility. You weren't chosen just to receive, but to be a channel of change. You might wonder, why me? Why did I have to face so much suffering? The answer is both simple and profound, because you have the ability to transform that pain into something greater. Not everyone can do that. Not everyone has the courage to look at their wounds and see in them a source of strength, but you do. And that is why you are being called now. The fire burning within you has a purpose. It is a beacon, a signal to others, those who are lost, those who have been broken by the world. They will look to you and find hope. They will see in you living proof that no matter how dark the path, there is always a way out. And don't think for a moment that this is insignificant. Inspiring others, being a light in the darkness, is one of the greatest gifts you can offer. But to do that, you must fully embrace who you are. No more doubts, no more hiding. This is the moment to rise and claim your place. Think of the stories that have shaped humanity, of the great leaders, prophets, and visionaries. What do they all have in common? They all faced trials. They were all rejected, misunderstood, even persecuted, and yet they didn't stop. They knew their purpose was greater than any adversity they might face. Like them, you too have been called. You are not here by chance. This message is not a coincidence. What you feel now, this emotion, this energy, is confirmation that you are on the right path. Remember the words that once resonated in your soul. Those who sow with tears will reap with joy. This promise is not just a simple piece of advice. It is a truth now manifesting in your life. Every tear you shed was a seed, and those seeds are beginning to bloom. The people who wronged you, who tried to hold you back, now see that their efforts not only failed, but propelled you towards something far greater. And while they drown in the consequences of their actions, you are being elevated. However, do not fall into the trap of resentment or revenge. That is not your role. The balance of the universe does not need your intervention. Your focus should be on your mission, your growth, on seizing every opportunity now presented to you, because believe me, opportunities will come. The doors that were once closed will open, and it will be your responsibility to decide what to do with them. This is the moment when your preparation, your strength, and your faith will be tested. Make no mistake, people will continue to talk. Some will try to belittle you, saying you don't deserve what you have, that you're not ready for what's to come. Others will feel envy, even hatred, because your success forces them to confront their own failures. But none of that matters. What matters is what you know, what you feel deep within your being. What matters is that you keep moving forward, without looking back, without letting the noise of the world silence your inner voice. This path will not be easy, but it never was for the chosen ones, and that's okay, because every challenge you face, every obstacle, will only serve to reinforce your faith and solidify your purpose. You are stronger than you think, more capable than you ever imagined. And now, with this fire burning within you, there is nothing you cannot achieve. Doubts may arise, fears may try to hold you back, but deep down, you know this is your moment. The question is not whether you are ready. The question is whether the world is ready for what you are about to do. As you move forward, remember this: you are not alone. There is a greater force guiding you, protecting you, ensuring that every step you take is aligned with your purpose. Trust in this power, trust in yourself, because what is coming is greater than you ever imagined, and you, chosen one, are the key piece in this divine plan. Now is the time to seal this message in your heart. This is not just a video, it is a call, an opportunity to reconnect with the divine force that has been with you all along. Everything you've lived through, everything you've faced, was part of a perfect plan now unfolding before your eyes. God is working in your favor, and this is the moment to respond, to align yourself with His purpose for your life. Take a moment to pause, close your eyes, and offer a sincere prayer from the depths of your heart. It doesn't matter if you can't find the perfect words. God doesn't need elaborate speeches. He only needs your willingness, your sincerity, your faith. Pray with me. Lord, thank you because you never left me, because even in my darkest moments, you were there, guiding me, sustaining me, giving me the strength to keep going. Today, Lord, I accept my purpose. I accept the fire you have ignited within me, and I promise to use it to fulfill your plan in my life. I surrender everything I am, everything I have, to you, and I trust that your justice is working in my favor. Thank you, because I know the best is yet to come. Amen. If this prayer resonated in your heart, if you feel these words were meant for you, declare your faith and confidence by writing in the comments, "God is for me." By doing this, you affirm what you know in your spirit, that you are not alone, that you have a purpose, that you have a mission to fulfill. Additionally, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. This space is for you, a place where you will find words to nourish your spirit and help you move forward on your path as a chosen one. Activate notifications so you don't miss any of the messages we share here, because each one has the power to transform your life. Remember, chosen one, God is for you. And if God is with you, who can be against you? See you in the next message.